Here's a flash revision guide on simple and fractional distillation. Distillation is used to separate liquids in a solution or liquids with different boiling points, and there are two types. The first is simple distillation that can be used for mixtures of two different liquids. For example, let's say we had a mixture of ethanol and water. Ethanol has a boiling point of 78 degrees, whereas water has a boiling point of 100 degrees. To separate the two, you'll need a boiling flask that's closed off, a Bunsen burner, a thermometer, a beaker, and a condenser. A condenser is basically a tube with a jacket around it which has cold water flowing through it. It cools down and condenses gases that flow through it. So you connect all these together and the mixture is added to the boiling flask and heated. Using the thermometer, the solution should only be heated to the lowest boiling point of the liquids in the solution. That would be 78 degrees in this example. If you heat it up to 78 degrees, the ethanol will boil and turn into a gas, but the water will remain as liquid in the flask. This is because its temperature has not reached 100 degrees, so it hasn't boiled. The ethanol gas then passes through the condenser where it turns into a liquid. It then flows down and is collected into the beaker. Meanwhile, the water remains in the flask. The second type of distillation is fractional distillation, and it's used to separate mixtures that contain more than two liquids. So let's say we had a mixture of three different liquids this time: methanol, ethanol, and water. And these are the boiling points. The setup is similar to simple distillation, however this time we include a fractionating column which has tiny glass rods in it. The long fractionating column causes there to be a large temperature difference between the top and the bottom. Because the heat only comes from the Bunsen burner at the bottom of the column is hot and the top of the column is cooler. So just like in simple distillation, the mixture is heated to boil the liquid with the lowest boiling point, which is methanol in this case. This causes it to boil into gas whilst leaving the ethanol and water in liquid form. The methanol flows up the fractionating column through the condenser and is collected as a liquid in a beaker. Sometimes the heating can still cause small amounts of water and ethanol to evaporate too. But the fact that the fractionating column is slightly cooler at the top means that these would condense back into the boiling flask and not get separated out. The glass rods are just there to improve the efficiency of condensing the ethanol and water back down into the beaker so it's not separated out. Once all the methanol has been separated out, you can raise the temperature to 78 degrees and repeat the process for ethanol. You can keep repeating this process if you have more than 3 liquids in the mixture.